Hello, I think we are live. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? And all that kind of stuff. Welcome to my channel, Esteemed Kompany. Hope you've had a wonderful day as ever. And I think we are live. If you can hear me in general, let me know if you can hear me and it's all clear and all that kind of stuff. I've only got about 20 minutes because I'm going out to see a gig tonight. But I thought I'd chat about Manchester City Football Club with all you beautiful people as ever. Because it's genuinely good fun to do this, isn't it? So today we'll talk a little bit about a guy I have absolutely no idea. Oh wait, I've got a bit of feedback. Sorry, where's that feedback coming from? Down there. I was actually playing the YouTube video back by accident, so if you heard that, apologies. But I think we're all good now. Right, all good? Yeah, hello. Hello, Always. I do remember you. Hello to Kansas J. Hello to Stephen DeHame. Cooler name than mine, mate. Hello to Ollie Coulson. Hello to Furz MCFC. All joining in there. Hope everyone's very good. Right, so today we want to talk about this guy, Murillo, which I've spelt wrong. I've just noticed. In this bit below me there, I've spelled it wrong. It's Murillo, not Murilo. Murilo Cerqueira, as I pronounced it. Someone said, I said, why a live stream? Because I've got 20 minutes before I go out, mate. So I thought I'd do a quick live stream and talk about football with you guys. So sorry I spelled it wrong. Right, what does anyone know about this guy, Murilo Cerqueira? I'll be totally honest with the rest of you. I know absolutely nothing about him until like an hour or two ago. So I thought I'd chat about him a little bit in general. And it'd be a very interesting signing, this one, if it did come to happen. Personally, I'll be honest, immediately, I don't think this is going to happen. I think this is just one of those things where we're linked to. But I do quite like this kind of profiler signing, though it does remind me a little bit of Douglas Luiz. Now, from what I can gather, he's a very promising... I got it right. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen DeHame there. I got it right, I think, the first time at least, anyway. But in general, this guy, he's playing for Brazil currently. I think he's playing for Brazil in the Toulon under 21 I don't know what he's playing in actually. What is it? The Toulon tournament. And he's currently in the semi-finals with Brazil. I think under 23 tournament. Something like that anyway. But he's doing very, very well for them. He seems to be a very good player. He seems to be really strong. Really kind of like a proper physical player, which I like. I genuinely like that. Yeah, he is Brazilian, 22 years old. Seems to be a bit of a beast. Really big, tall lad. Good strength. But he seems to be pretty fast as well. And he does have a pretty cool name, as Andy said. He's not Colombian, for what I can tell. He's Brazilian. He's currently playing over at Cruzeiro. He's in and out the team. There's a couple of like senior centre-backs who are a little bit older that are getting a little bit more game time than at the moment. But he was highly rated about 12 months ago. And he's only rumoured to be around 15 to 20 million pounds. Now, this is kind of one of those profile signings that reminds me of Douglas Luiz a little bit, if we do get this lad. If anyone's seen him in general, let me know. Let me know what you make of it, because I know as much as you guys about this, apart from some very quick internet research. I do like the fact that he's allegedly pretty fast. I do like the fact that he's a big guy. I do like the fact that he's comfortable on the ball, allegedly. Could be one of those diamonds in the rough, and every now and then you need that. Maybe we don't need a bunch of like really senior players for the fourth centre-back spot, but we do need someone coming who could learn from the bigger, more senior players. Maybe it could be him in general. It seems like... I don't know. It just seems like a bit of a reach so that we'd go for someone like that. But look at the same time, Van Dijk at Celtic a few years back. I wish we'd taken that chance then, but Southampton did and someone else got it. Sometimes you need a young lad from nowhere who can rise and get somewhere. So maybe it could be something like that. But maybe not. Maybe he's just some random lad from Brazil. He's pretty good. He might never reach the top. Or he might sign him and he might go on loan somewhere. Or he might just be all rumours. Maybe his agents put his name to the press and as a result we're being linked with him. So it's a very interesting one. Wheelie but Marlos Mourinho, but a centre-back. I have absolutely no idea. David King, but Brazilian. We only have one decent one in Fernandinho. We don't look too good in picking Brazilians. I like Gabriel Jesus. I think he's going to come good. I'm almost certain he will come good eventually. So hello to everyone joining in. Hello to Chattanooga from India. Where's everyone watching from? It's really nice to see it. In terms of news on Rodri... It's Kester English asks, can we go to a garden centre one day? One day we can, mate, maybe. In terms of news on Rodri, there isn't much today from what I can tell knocking about. What did I see earlier? Let me just quite find it quickly on Twitter. It said in terms of Rodri... his decision has got nothing to do with money. There's loads of teams after him. United, PSG all want him, and Tuchel and Kovac have been speaking to him as well. And he's got a lot of proposals from a bunch of people, and he just wants to take his time. It's one of those things where it's annoying because we have to wait for a little bit of time to decide what he's going to do. And to be honest, None of us actually need it at the moment. None of us actually know anything more than that at the moment. We can all guess, and I know City are in for him. I've been told that by a couple of people I trust, but we don't know if he's going to actually come to Manchester City. I would like him at City because I think he's obviously a really intelligent player, someone that Guardiola could get and do his Guardiola thing and improve to another level. Habibi there, 7 said Manolas is like a faster, stronger, taller and younger Otamendi. He's apparently got a bit of a mad side to as well in terms of rashness, but from what I know about Manolas is that he's meant to be a pretty good player, so I would take him, I'm sure Guardiola could kind of hone any mistakes out of him. Cisco Cabs asks, how are you, Stevie? I'm very good, mate. How are you? Hope you're all good. I'm off to see False tonight, one of my favourite bands. You also kind of they're the song that's in the start of that little transfer target thing I did where it's got like a 6-second intro. That's False, one of my favourite bands in the world. So I'm going to see them tonight, hence why I'm just doing a live stream now for 10-15 minutes just to talk about football, but so I don't have to edit it and all that kind of stuff. Remy's watching in Middleton, Manchester. Good lad. Frank Daniels said, why isn't Tosin Adebayo given a chance? He had a solid year, but a solid year West Brom isn't the same as playing for 198 points in 2 seasons Manchester City. I like Tosin, but we don't know if he's good enough yet for Manchester City. Maybe another loan somewhere as he continues to bulk out. It would be good for him. Big man's watching from Tesco car park. I mean, my dad listened to... Nathan's dad listened to me on the radio. What, as on Excess Manchester? Class, thank you. Away said, don't need any mods at the moment, mate, but thank you for the offer. I've got a nice comment section. Everyone's very nice in this. I can see you all there just chatting away, and it's good. Alejandro, hello to you too. I am not under the weather, actually. It must be the lighting. I feel totally fine. I feel good. I think it's just the lighting here is a bit weird. Like I can look old or not old, even depending on the lighting, so I feel totally fine. Why is the City store closed? The City store's closed because of Puma. I would guess they're doing a refit because they've got to change all the Nike branding, and Puma are coming in on July the 1st or something like that. So it'll be something to do with that. It'll be obviously something to do with that. I'm glad you enjoyed the Cortinas, Leon. Well done. Not for me personally, but I'm glad you enjoyed them. Robert, I'm very good, thank you. Do I think Howard Bellis has caught Pep's eye? Habibi, I think he's a very good player, Howard Bellis. A very exciting, very physical young centre-back. And someone I think will be in the Premier League within 3 years. He's only very young still, so I don't think he's quite ready for the first team. He's only like 17 or something like that. So he needs a bit of time. But I really like him, genuinely like him. I think him alongside Garcia is very, very promising. Charlie Nee, thank you. Your dad's a legend, and so are you too. For some Maddison transfer, I don't think that's going to happen, mate. Maddison's a very good player, but I think Foden is actually better, potentially. So I don't think we're going to have that. In terms of the new kits, I'll pass my thoughts on them on footy.com, the channel I work for my day job one day. But I think they're okay. I think they're all right. I think a couple are nicer than others. I will try and do some Academy videos. This year, I didn't pay attention to Academy anywhere near much as I did the season before last season, being totally honest, because I've been very busy, so I didn't. But next season, Academy all the way for me. Josh, hello from Australia to you. What are my thoughts on Felix? Let's go back onto Joao Felix. The news today about Felix knocking about is that he's set to leave... Still, he's got a massive list of clubs waiting for his decision, including us, United, Madrid, Barca, Juve, Atletico, PSG. And he could also stay in Benfica, of course. But City, apparently, according to some people, have the best offer right now. Joao Felix, as I mentioned yesterday, is a fantastic player. But I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to go yet. I think the money is crazy. I don't think it's worth that yet. But I do like the idea of him coming in because it's just a step into the unknown. And when we're this good, sometimes a bit of the unknown is quite exciting because it feels like everything's very predictable at Manchester City. You know what I mean? It feels like all the players are great. We know them all. We signed very good players. And I just like the idea of some wonder kid coming in and becoming this something special potentially. It just seems fun, you know? Like, wonder kids are always fun. They're just, I don't know why, something about it's quite exciting. Even if he isn't potentially ready for the Premier League, as Big Man's just said there. Unrivaled Boxing has asked me for what's he Denier being brought back in and given the opportunity. I think that ship has sailed now. I was all for Denier 3 years ago when we signed, 3 or 4 years ago maybe. 4 years ago I think it was when we extended Demichelis' contract instead. But Denier's career is away from Manchester City and good luck to him. I like him though, good player. And I think if Guardiola had been around when Denier was young and breaking through after the Celtic loan, I think that would have been for him. Robert, I don't watch his vlogs. Very good vlogger, obviously, but it's not just I don't watch him personally. I just watch other kind of content, but he's a very good content maker, obviously. Cheesy that is. Maguire coming to City. I don't really know about Maguire. It looks like we're after him. I think we are after him, to be honest. Of what I can tell, what I can gather. United are after him too, so we're up there for £80 million transfer for Maguire. It seems a bit much, doesn't it? Big man saying, buy back Angelino. I would love Angelino at Manchester City, and I think we should have kept him in the first place. I'm convinced by the time he's 25, he's playing for one of the big clubs in Europe. So I think we missed out on that. But, so be it. In general, what do you make of all these potential transfers? Sorry, I just got distracted there by a message from Nicola on the text. What do you think about Stones after his mistake against the Netherlands? Oliver, it happens. Stones is a good player. He needs to focus a little bit, but I do remember how good he was from like August to December. He was absolutely fantastic. Sometimes he can just lose a little bit. There were some rumours that in general off the pitch he was having trouble personally in terms of apparently he's been a bit of a naughty boy with his missus, and apparently that was affecting him a little bit, and his head wasn't there, and I don't feel sorry for him if that's the case. But I think he's a very good player when he's focused, but he sometimes loses focus a little bit. But next season's a make or break for him. He has to win Guardiola's trust 100%, because when it came down to it at the end of the season, Kompany and Esteemed were ahead of him, despite him being the first choice at the start of the season. So he's up and down, really high, sometimes really low. But I don't take England games into consideration personally, because City are much better, and playing for England is harder than playing for Manchester City. Bazzuno, Stefan's backup goalkeeper this season. Bazzuno's like 17, mate. He's not even close. He probably wouldn't have played for City either. He's like 3 or 4 years away. Stefan's going on loan to, is it Fortuna, I think? He's going to loan to someone in Germany, so neither of them I don't think it'll be, unfortunately. Thoughts in Collection not making the Nigeria squad? I have no strong thoughts. He needs to get regular football somewhere. Otherwise, he won't play for him. Bernardo Silva for the Ballon d'Or. Liam, he probably won't win it because he should be Messi, but he should be in the conversation at the very least, and I'm glad he isn't for the conversation because he's a fantastic player. The idea that he's been ignored for all season is scandalous to me. Bernardo Silva is just brilliant, and it's very hard for City players to get the headlines, sadly, because we haven't got that, that worldwide huge global bloody crazy fan base that's what Liverpool have got, who every player is lifted to this crazy levels, and the journalists write for them because he knows a big audience there. As a result, our players get ignored a little bit, but Bernardo is absolutely brilliant. It's nice to see finally he's getting a little bit of attention because he deserves it. Joao Felix I just talked about, mate, so I won't go back on that one. Alistair Ferguson said, do you worry a potential Champions League ban could prevent signings? Always, mate. Of course, well, you could prevent signings, but I don't tend to worry too much about the ban stuff, because I personally don't think it'll happen. I think it's going to be protracted and drawn out, and it's not really my thing to worry about. It's not really fans' things to worry about. I think we're very good and we'll be alright regardless. A year of not signing players might just see us use a young lad or two, or just make what we've got. We'll still do very well. I'm not going to panic too much, and anyone would come to Manchester City anyway regardless. It's only a year, isn't it? Manolos is City 94. I talked about that earlier. Jean Cotier. He seems to be a good player. He's obviously very highly thought of at one point. He's kind of his stock's dropped a little bit, but I'm not sure if that will actually happen personally. But I would take him. I think Guardiola could do lots of good things with him. I don't know everything about Saliba, unfortunately. Salman. Andy is saying Manolos is not that great in the ball. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't watched loads of what I remember. He wasn't perfect. Lewis Spenceley saying, if you're watching E3, I have. I'm a bit of a gaming nerd, and I have been paying attention to it. Cyberpunk 2077, looks pretty good, and all that kind of stuff, and also the Watch Dogs with the English accents. The DY Gaming said, hey, Stephen, do you think Felix the Major could make a breakthrough? He's very good. Obviously, he won't be playing regularly next season, but he could be the guy who gets some game time every now and then in the Cups. Felix is very, 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 very talented in terms of exceptionally gifted. He's almost got a bit of like a Dembele or a Pogba to him in the way he plays. He just needs to take hold of control the games a little bit. In the Cup final, in the under-18s, he was just so passive. And Guardiola watching as well, like he's very, very good. Felix the Major, very talented. And he just needs to prove himself. Robert, I have absolutely no interest in Man City Fan TV. They've been very rude to me on Twitter before, so none of my business personally. You watch him if you want to, but it's just not my kind of content. Sterling or Bernardo? I love Sterling, but it's Bernardo. Bernardo is potentially one of our greatest ever, if not our greatest ever. Potentially, he's that good, and he also is potentially Manchester City's captain. He's getting better and better and better. Who do you reckon will sign this summer? Possibly Rodri. Our centre-back, I don't know who it's going to be, maybe Maguire or something like that. I like Cancelo, and that'll probably be it, I reckon. Emmanuel Apar said, who would you want more, Cancelo, Felix, or Bruno Fernandes? I don't know about that. I can't choose. Sorry, mate, I can't choose. I'll choose Felix because it's quite fun. But Cancelo I'm really excited by as well. Cancelo seems really... It's like someone who would change our game a lot. I'm going to say Cancelo weirdly, because I think he would actually change our first team. Whereas Felix and Bernardo would... They're just more of the same, but good. I think Cancelo would change how we play, and that to be quite interesting. Hello, Bit of the Call. Welcome to the stream. I have no opinion on Turkey beating France. Filthy Ape, I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I've been taking a bit of a rest from other teams' football because I've been so tired from creating content. So, yeah. How many years has Dino got left in Fernandinho? Like, this is his last season at the highest level, I reckon. After that, he might be a backup, but in general, I can't see anything past that, unfortunately. But Rodri, I do want him. Someone just said he's a must. That was ooh, which I like. John B, Stephen Wagwan, could you see Dunk from Lewis Dunk playing for City? I don't know, personally. He costs about 70 million these days, wouldn't he? Dunk's a good player, but I'm not convinced he's good enough on the ball, Dunk, for Manchester City. I'm not seeing enough to say that he's that comfortable with the press and all that kind of stuff. But he's a good player, but I don't know. I don't think he's got something. I think in general, the way we play, he could be caught out, and I just can't see it. You think if we bought Felix, we'll push out Foden? No, personally, I don't think we will do. But guys, I'm going to start to wrap it up in a little minute because I'm only ready to go and get some food made before I go out. But thank you for joining this stream. I'll answer a few more questions, but I'll be wrapping it up in like 2 minutes. What about the Roman defender? We talked about Manolos Lowe's. We're going to pass over that one. Dr. G, have you heard of Ezequiel Barco? Nope, never heard of him, mate, unfortunately. Sorry. Isco this summer, Jason? No, definitely not. I'm just going to go through some questions for a couple of minutes. Thoughts on Manny Garcia, a bit of forgotten man. I like him a lot. He's had a quiet season from what I could tell over in France, but I think we'll sell him this season. And in general, hopefully he does very well. I can see him finally making his way to the top about mid-20s. He's a very good player, very skillful, but he needs to just go and build his career. So thank you for everyone for joining in there. Robert saying thank you. Yazb saying nicely love these live videos. Keep up the good work and all that kind of stuff. Right guys, I'm going to go and get ready to eat some food. I'm probably watching Nintendo's E3 as Wolverine Scratches just said there, because I have got a Nintendo Switch and I'm a big fan of it. I'm going to watch that while I eat some food and get ready for Foles tonight because they're dead good and all that kind of stuff. If you want more of these live streams, let me know. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button as well. Everyone tell everyone to subscribe. So if you're watching this now, right, I want to see this ticker here. Where is it? No, that way. There. Go up. Make it go up now. Someone make it go up. Someone's got to be watching it and not subscribed, right? Maybe you're all just subscribed anyway. But I'm going to go anyway. So thank you very much for joining in. I'll do more of these if you want to. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, comment, all that kind of stuff. And for anyone watching after this stream's finished, sorry it's a bit all over the place because that is the hectic nature of a live stream. But I enjoyed doing this. Oh, it went down. Whoever did that. God damn you. Right, in a bit. I'm going to go now. How do I stop this? It's going down. Of course it's going down. You better press resubscribe again because it's going down. Bastards. Absolute bastards. Make it go up again. Right, in a bit.